qué quiso venir si todo el mundo le va a odiar?
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Bueno, creo que al menos,
About time you showed
por lo menos sacamos una
Throw this
sonrisa
asshole
blanca.
down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily.
She was my sister.
Could
What do
you?
you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook.
this?
Ey,
You
ey,
should feel
calmaos.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Tú diste la orden.
Don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Oh,
Is he still
por-
out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
sufrió al final.
Georgie paid for what he did. In the end, there was a fight, and he bled out from his wounds. It's over.
So he's dead? That's what you're saying?
I can't believe it was him.
So you see, the culprit has been punished.
Pero no lo matamos.
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Déjala
I'm well
terminar.
aware of my rights, Miss White.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
A quedar bien con Blanca.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support
Un
for the
malentendido,
forced
¿en serio?
prostitution at the Pudding and Pie.
Es tan
Additionally,
cara
you
dura
are
para
charged
decir
with
eso.
multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical
Y
artifacts.
resistirse al
And
arresto.
resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on.
involved.
Usted es
It's
responsable.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
I know you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've
Just
done.
give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the
Bueno,
witching
Where it
raft.
por lo
fucking
menos por fin
belongs.
vamos a matar a alguien
We
en el pozo de
promised
las
you a chance
brujas.
to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Ja, no me creo eso.
This is ridiculous.
¿Por qué le
You
quitas
have the
las
floor.
esposas?
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes.
Pues
but
parece
he
que
was
no.
not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered two of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for once.
Eso no fue lo que dijo Jorgito.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Nadie.
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
Me
What's he
atacaron.
talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end.
Ajá.
They do it
Lealtad.
because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
No querían protegerlo.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You
Estén
intimidate people.
amenazados.
Use scare tactics. They're
Eso.
afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves.
Ah,
They are
sí,
all free
esto.
to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
O sea que
Right,
fue,
and you kept them in
fue
debt
Lily
so
la
they
que,
couldn't
la que
leave.
acudió directamente
Yeah.
con el hombre torcido.
That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you
Bueno,
poor
sí.
and helpless, sniveling on street
Bella y
corners,
Bestia
I
la
was there to
cagaron.
look out for you,
Yes, but
wasn't I?
Ese fue Crane.
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I
Sabía que
do
no
for
teníamos
you?
que confiar en ella.
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because
Efectivamente.
I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
No quemamos el árbol de ella. No, no, no lo quemamos.
why would you want that?
Is that true?
No es
Don't
culpa
blame
de
Snow, she had her reason.
No es culpa de
Greenleaf
Blanca.
was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man. That's why Snow wanted your tree burned.
That's not why.
Sí, sí es un motivo.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Hay que conseguir que se pongan de nuestro lado, porque si no van a empezar a apoyar al hombre torcido y se ve al
Yeah,
diablo.
right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can.
Estamos tratando de
But I can promise
protegernos.
to always have your best interests at heart.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and
Nos
add it
quitó
to
a
his
Lily y a
strength.
Faith.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Sí. Sí. Pusimos al pueblo de nuestro lado.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie...
Sabía que nos podría salir con eso.
Given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
¿Y qué tal su historia?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town?
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right. How we're
No,
doing
Bella,
this.
no.
I just
Of
mean-
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course.
¿A dónde quieres llegar con esto?
Going with this.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed her,
No.
Don't make him a murderer.
doesn't it?
What happened with Tweedledum wasn't Snow's fault. If y'all want to blame someone, blame me. She had nothing to do with it.
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Sabía que nos podía sacar eso en cara.
How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was
No le
beaten to
pegamos
most
al hombre del bosque,
under
a
my
Woody.
watch.
No le
Did you
pegamos.
think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What?
Blanca no
Snow
estaba
had nothing
involucrada.
to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own
Es
protection.
cierto que se llevaron a
Oh,
Crane
you're right, dear.
y
Crane.
nunca más volvió a aparecer.
Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We
did
all...
not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own
Porque tú
tangles,
les mandaste,
but they
pero no
refuse
tenemos
to
esa
answer for their
prueba.
own crimes.
This is right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need them to.
Bluebeard,
Cálmense,
please.
cálmense.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to
To who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been
No,
there?
lo, vamos a perder a la audiencia de nuevo.
Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will
Fue por culpa de Crane que no les quiso ayudar, no por culpa de nosotros.
Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Nerissa.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Ok,
Of course.
dilo.
Go right ahead.
O nos,
You
o
probably
nos
don't
friega
remember
o
me.
nos ayuda.
I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up.
Bueno, nos va a
You
ayudar.
enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my
Cierto
turn
que
to
Vivian
talk. I found
ya las dejó
Vivian's body.
libres. Ahora sí ya puede hablar.
Did you kill her? Did he?
Ah, Vivian.
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to
Ella
establish some
quería
order here.
liberarnos a todos.
Vivian wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Nerissa.
know-
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room
Sí,
when he
sí,
did it.
sí,
Faith
eso era
and
lo
Lily
que
are dead
necesitábamos.
because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Ya,
Did you know?
eso era lo único que
Looks
necesitábamos.
like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
Para mí también.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves.
No, tú no digas nada.
One sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you
¿Qué
go
se
free.
esperaba después de
What
eso?
did you expect to happen here? You're getting what
Sí,
you
tienes lo que
deserve.
mereces.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill
No,
anybody.
no,
We
no,
can
no, no,
imprison
no, no,
him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
Tiene
How can we
comprada
be sure
toda
he
la,
won't escape?
I
a
can
toda
help.
la ciudad.
We'll
Va a
use magic.
escaparse.
I
That's not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a
if
point.
he
En
isn't
cero coma.
stopped.
Been
I
enough
don't care.
bloodshed
So we
already.
get rid of
Too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Tenemos
Why
que
not?
votar.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the
Ay, en
judge.
serio. Ahora tenemos que ver
makes
qué
sense to
hacemos
me.
con
I
él.
guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
¿Y ahora qué hacemos con
Just-
este tipo?
Do what you think is right.
¿Y ahora qué hacemos pues, con este tipo?
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
Arrojemos
He
la
has
cosa.
to
We can
die.
lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Arrojemos las cosas de las brujas.
Not this way.
¡No! Suéltame. Suéltame.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
Never. Nunca te vamos a extrañar. Barrefábula lo recordará.
For Lily. And Faith.
Por Lily y
Yes.
Faith.
Another one of us to erase from the books.
Bueno. Un día después. A ver. Todo volvería a la normalidad.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the
Oh.
farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Cierto que le ayudamos a conseguir trabajo.
This fucking line.
Él. ¿Por qué hay tanta gente aquí? Está Tim. Desempleado.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Atrapamoscas. ¿Todo bien?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Ok. ¿Qué onda?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Bueno, y Barba Azul nos sigue odiando. Puta.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Te van a ver y te van a mandar a la granja, pero a patadas. Ña. Cerdo adorable.
I'm going. Jesus.
Espera. No.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
No, se va el señor Toad.
Thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
¿Qué pasó?
Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell
Tratamos de
did you ever
ayudar.
send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the
Blanca, ¿qué
money, but she
hiciste?
didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby. I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
No, no queríamos mandarlos ellos a la granja
Give this to
tampoco.
Miss White, please. Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Claro, pequeño.
Sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches
A ella le
that
encantará.
squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people
Van a
in their
encontrarse a
sleep
Shrek.
sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Estarás más seguro allí.
You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah.
Claro.
You don't have to worry about the Mundy seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't...
En este momento no le podías mentir.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
Ya quedamos mal.
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's a fucking pig?
¿Y ahora qué le decimos?
How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Ah, Nerissa.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Le quitamos la cinta. No, la última vez que hicimos eso nos salió mal.
How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily.
¿Tienes más información y se te ocurre decirme ahora?
Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good.
Siento que se iban a escapar.
Decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out...
Faith se robó la foto de Crane.
I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical
¿Qué
evidence?
diablos hiciste?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything.
No.
And I begged for mercy for all of us.
Les
I didn't want
traicionó.
anyone to die over a picture.
Delataste a tus
You
amigas.
sold them out.
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
Pero ¿qué harías que es esta chica?
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
No era verdad, entonces lo que dijo.
I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
¿Por qué nos
You
mentiste?
think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially
Dijo que todas le escucharon, en total ha sido solo Jorgito.
After Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here.
Ella fue la que dejó la cabeza.
Just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save
O sea que la sangre, el pedazo de tela era de ella.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah. I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just
fade. Like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
O sea que
it'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
Bien,
I don't know.
bien lo dijeron en el pozo.
Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough.
No se preocupen por todos.
I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these
Blanca
days.
no lo necesita.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where
O sea que sí hicimos algo bueno al traerlo con vida.
right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man.
Esperamos haber hecho algo bueno.
I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Bueno, me imagino que Nerissa de aquí se va. Se va del pueblo.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
¿Qué?
I need to tell you something. I have to tell you something.
Eso nos dejó Faith.
Trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests.
Más pruebas.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Espera, ¿qué onda con Nerissa? ¿Qué?
I'll see you around, Wolf.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Espera, o sea que, ¿qué onda con Nerissa? O sea, Nerissa y Faith son la misma persona. Es que Muchísimas gracias por haberme acompañado hasta el final de esta grandiosa historia. Recuerda que puedes dejarnos un like y un comentario para poder seguir teniendo contenido de este estilo. Recuerda que en los próximos días también voy a estar subiendo mis reseñas sobre esta grandiosa historia. No te la puedes perder. Muchísimas gracias por haberme acompañado. Les mando un fuerte abrazo y nos vemos hasta la siguiente.
Thank you.